Hello guys, welcome back. We are going to learn the new feature of React that is called hooks. It's the most popular nowadays as well as it has a lot of uh, unique feature. It has come up with a very new feature, unique new features, and you have next call Redux in the hooks, Redux in the React.js that is also based on your hooks concept itself. When you come under the React, like uh, it's called a reusable component where when we go and create the component, we have two type of method to create the component. Basically, we have one called class based, another one is function based. When we work on class based, then we need to know the bit knowledge of, we should have little knowledge on oops as well, inheritance as well, how to create object of the class. Those things we need to know. And then when we come to the new feature of React, that is called as hooks. So inside the hooks, we are going to learn, we are going to start from the very first function of hooks that we have called use state. Like we know, like in the React, we have already class component that we have gone through. You can look into my previous videos of the class component that we have implemented, and the videos are available on YouTube. You can have a look into that. And we are going to now implement the hooks. In that, the first function we have called use state. Okay, we know the how the state management works under the React. Under the class component, we have used this dot state, we have used this dot set state function, we have used to update the uh, value of a variables, to change the state of a variable. When we come under the hooks that use state functions, it's a little different. It's a fully, you can say purely uh, um, uh, functional component, that what we call in the React class component and functional component. Your functional component is going to be the with functional component we are going to implement our entire hooks functionalities and all, right? So you can see I have already created this page, and just I'm going to show you the demo how it is going to work and what code is inside, and how small how much code is inside. And then we can go through the code also, and we can see, we can write the code again, and also you completely live how it is going to happen and how to use the use state mostly. Okay, so let me see here. I have already printed here call 5. Now when I click on the first button, it will say if you click on this button, this 5 will get increased by 5. Let me click. See happening, right? It's increasing. When I click on second button, it says like click here to minus by 5. When I click here, it's happening, right? So let's see, using class component already you have seen in my previous video. Now we are going to see using the hooks, the functional component, how to make it, right? Let's come back to the code now. So I have an app.js file. I have written something here just to show the code. Now I'll delete everything here, all end to end I'll delete it, and then I'll go ahead. See, everything is gone. Let me start from beginning. So in React, every time you must import, right? Let me increase the font size. So we do the import React, and you are going to import one more thing that is called use state. Use state. Use state from React. While implementing the class component, we used to import here at the place of use state. We used to call here called component, but now we are going to call it a use state. Let's come down after that. Since it's the functional component, so you have to create a function. I will follow here the fat arrow function, const app1. I'll write app equal to, I'll go ahead as we follow the fat arrow key method, and at last I'll do the export default, and then I'll do here called app. This app is being called under the index.js, and that is already working. Now let's go here. So while implementing the hooks under the React.js, right, use state is the that you can say the hooks of the React that is going to help you to maintain entire state management activity, updating the value, fetching the value, deleting the value, manipulating the anything, all the variable and array state management is going to happen through use state. Now let's see how it make sure guys whenever you are calling the use state you import outside but you have to use inside. Now let me come here. I'll go here and I'll write first a constant, and my constant is going to hold two things. The first one it will hold call as a, suppose I create a variable called counter, and I have to create a function called update counter equal to, I will call here that use state, and inside I'll pass some initial value, example is 5. Then you will ask what you wrote this all constant, you know well, right? I'll explain you now. This is your variable or array, variable or you can say as a array, variable comma array, you can say anything, comma, let me keep here slash, comma, second one is a function, and last with the help of use state what we have done, use state is the name of the hooks, state, and you have given here called default value. Now this line will be meaningful. Look at here. Now counter becomes a variable. Update counter becomes a function that is going to operate on counter. And then what is the default value? Default value becomes a how much? See, we have given here 5. So under the counter you can get as a 5. Let me come implement it and show you. Return. I'll go here and I'll follow a division, and for the division I'll give id equal to container. Id is container. Now let me print here that value. Let me print here that value. The hooks value is, the hook value is simple. That variable what you have defined inside call is a counter, right? Now I have already created the ID under the CSS file. I'll show you now what it should print here. Any expectation? Look at here. What we have given by default as a 5. So indirectly you can say counter is a variable, hooks variable. Update counter becomes a function that is going to operate on counter. In counter, if you want to do any changes, maybe you want to delete the value, you want to update the value, you want to modify anything, then since it's a constant, you cannot modify directly. So hook says like no problem. You have a variable, along with that, I'll give a function also. So on that variable or array, if you want to modify anything, this function will help you. Hope you remember in class component we have used the set state function. Now here set state function is not predefined. We have to write our own function. That our function will manipulate the variable. So suppose let me come down and show you. I have printed here this the value of counter. Now I'll run my page and see what is going to happen. See, it is saying the hook's value is how much? 5, right? The hook's value is 5. I should change this one to H2, I believe, or maybe H1. Let me print as H1. It should come as a bigger font. Let me go here and show you the, see, the hook's value is how much? 5. That was the default value we have given here. Look at here. Now, if you want to know again, if you want to write in some other way, Okay, if you want to write some other way, then you can say your uh, counter is going to hold the current value, update counter is going to hold the updated value, and use state is going to give the default value, right? So counter is going to hold the current value, update counter is going to hold the updated value, and use state is going to assign the default value. So for counter, what would be the value now? Definitely it will be 5 only. Because of that, inside the browser we are able to see here how much the hook's value is, how much? 5. let me let me go now next and create two button, and on each button we will try to call a function and we'll try to update the value of this. So let me create a first one HR here, color equal to, I'll keep some gray color here, and then I'll keep some size as a 10 so that it will become one line after that, right? Now let me look into the browser. You can see here one line has appeared. Don't compiling. See, one line appear. Let me come down below. I will create now two button. One button, click 2 plus by 5. One more button I'll create, click 2 minus by 5. First button, since I have imported already Bootstrap inside, so I will call a class here. Class name I will follow. Class name equal to btn hyphen btn hyphen. I'll keep success, and I'll keep btn hyphen lg, and I'll keep m hyphen 3 also. So 16 pixel gap will get applied from all the side. M3, sorry, M3. Now let me go here and copy this and apply here for the second button, and here I'll change the class as a something called, let's keep as a danger. Now you saw two button I created. One button will, once we click here, we will increase the counter by 5. Another button will click, the counter will decrease by 5, right? Let me look into my UI, what is going to come. See, I should get two button. It's compiling, two button has come, right? You saw. Now when we click on first, this counter, the state variable should get minus by plus by 5. When you click on the second, it should get minus by 5. Let's implement now. So first, we are going to write a function. In React hooks, everything you have to write by constant only. Okay. See, main function is app. Now inside, I'm going to write one more function. Function 1 equal to fat arrow method I'll follow. Now, as we discuss, the hooks use state has given us first as a variable and second as a function, and this both can be user defined. It will be our own. It is nothing predefined. You can write a and here b, but we should give meaningful name. Now look at here what we want to do. Once we click on first button, we will call this function, and after calling the function, we want to update the value of counter by how much? 5. But directly you cannot update under the counter, because use state says like you must have to use their associated function. So associated function we have created, that is called update counter. Let's go here, call the update counter here, and inside the update counter, simple, you have to pass your counter old value with 5 as a new value. That's all. So what will happen now? Update counter function is going to hold, update counter is going to hold updated value, and once you update the value here, automatically from the update counter, your value will get assigned to the counter. That's what it says. The variable will hold the current value, function will hold the updated value, and use state will give the default value. Now look at here. We got a function call one. I will try to call the function one here. Simple. On click, event will call, and there will call the function one. That's all. See? So on click now, I'm going to call the function one. Function one, what it will do? It will call the hooks function that is called use update counter, and under the update counter we are passing counter plus 5. So what is the original value of counter? By default is 5. In that 5 will get added, and as soon as you update the value under the state, the return will re-render and it will give the updated value. Let me come to the browser and show you. Suppose here is my browser and this is my default value is how much? 5. And after that, let me click here. Awesome. Increasing. You saw here. Value is increasing. How simple code. Just on click, that we know already. Now after that, we call a function, and we call a function update counter. This is also made by us only, and variable is also made by us. Just default value we have taken from the user set, right? So look simple compared to class component. Calm down. Let me write another function, function 2. That function 2 is going to help us to decrease the value by how much? 5. Nothing to worry more, just change the operator, call the same function. Now you saw here what is happening. Variable is only one and function is also only one. Since both are constant, constant cannot be modified by someone else, right? So in that case, for every constant under the React, you will have associated function, and that function will help you to do the changes, whether you do the plus, minus, modify, delete, anything under their function variable, that function only can do, other cannot do, right? Now come down here. I'll click again. On click equal to, on click equal to, call the function as a 2. On click equal to, call the function 2. Now what will happen in that? Function 2, function 2, you will call, it will just minus the counter, that's all. Let me go here and see. Let me reload the page manually. When I click here, see, it's incrementing by how much? 5. Now when I click here, decrementing by how much? 5. Just simple to play with the which one? Hooks in a state, nothing difficult. It's a use state. With the help of use state, we have to create variable and function, and default value, if you have anything you can pass here, and then again you create your own UI and call the function. Inside the function, update the value or minus the value up to our requirement, right? So it's look simple than class component. Because of that, it is going to be much and much used. And remember, your Redux is also based on hooks itself. So don't ignore it. Please have a look and implement it again and again till you will not understand, right? Thanks for watching. And again, in case if you have not subscribed my channel, request you can subscribe it. Whenever I will upload a new video, you will get the notification. Helpful for you, right? Thanks for watching.